Atul Kumar Anjan, National Secretary of the CPI, is debating with Keshav Rao, Senior Leader of the Congress Party, Shazia Ilmi of the Admi Party, Meenakshi Lekhi of the BJP. My first question to Kumar Ketkar. Kumar Ketkar, Shazia Ilmi's Admi Party and the BJP, I presume, I don't know the position of the left, they say this is a betrayal of the people. Not just to Anna, but to the entire nation. They say we made 3 demands. Anna Azad is 3 demands. Citizens Charter, inclusion for the provision of creation of lokayukts, and inclusion of the lower bureaucracy. They say this has not been kept in mind. This cabinet knot is a betrayal.
Well, actually, this was expected for them to say that, because
why?
whatever Lokpal Bill the government was supposed to prepare or would present, BJP and the other opposition parties will reject it outright, because the question has become now political. It is not a question of corruption. It is not even a question of what Lokpal actually is. It is a question of political debate, and political debate in tune with or in view of the elections in 2014. So I don't think, I am not surprised at all that the BJP and some other parties are opposed. I don't think the left is
can we get specific?
I don't think the left is
Let's get specific.
Opposed.
Meenakshi Lekhi, let's pick up specifically what your objections are. Then we'll get the Congress party in. You say that the freedom of the CBI will continue to be compromised. Prove that. Then I'll take it forward.
Oh, okay. You know, the very basic amendment which has been done in this particular amendment after the select committee approval by the cabinet is that there was a clause that Lokpal's permission would be sought before transferring any CBI officer. Now, government definitely doesn't want Lokpal or any third party to have a control over transfers, because by transfers they control who is going to be the investigating officer, and through that procedure they control the investigation. And quite clearly the government doesn't want to give up even the little or smallest control over the CBI. This is one such example. The second example,
no, is it true or not? Is it true or not? Is it true or not that of all the suggestions made by the CBI, only one was rejected by the cabinet? Am I wrong, Meenakshi Lekhi? Of all the suggestions made with respect to the CBI, only one was rejected by the cabinet. The government disagreed with the select committee's view.
Very important.
No, the government...
I'm sorry, this is a very, very important... You see, when you want to dislodge a particular mechanism, you need to take out the bottommost nut. Now, this is exactly what has been done. Now, whatever paraphernalia may have been set up, it can only be controlled by simply one smallest nut in the entire thing. Who is going to investigate the matter? Who has the authority to control that investigating officer? And if that authority lies with the government and not with the Lokpal, then you are controlling the entire investigation.
No, but who is CBI answerable to? Is it CBI answerable to Home Ministry, to Lokpal, to Supreme Court? Who will, under the Lokpal bill that is being suggested by Meenakshi Lekhi and others, who will the CBI actually finally report to? And how can the person appointed...
The question is about the independence. The question is about the independence of the CBI.
But independence of the CBI, somebody has to be reporting somebody. There's nothing like independence with absolute independence.
I'm sorry.
Why can't the investigation, why can't CBI report?
Okay. Shazia, you want to come?
No, even some election commission cases.
I have a suggestion. I have a simple question here. And I put this to you, Kumar Ketkar, because I know you have to leave. Keshav Rao, I'm coming to you on this. The people of this country want a CBI director who they can have faith in. They want a CBI director who does not, after being CBI director, have the lure and the temptation of getting some governorship somewhere, something somewhere, some rehabilitated posting. Why did the government not respond to a clear suggestion that there should be an absence of allurement for post-retirement appointments?
But how many cases have happened like this? I think this is an allegation and apprehension more than allegation, and apprehension that government will definitely do some hera-pheri and government will definitely behave and government will definitely misbehave. That is the fear. That fear has been there even before, and I think even in United States, FBI by and large FBI is controlled by
why do you have to have a
MI5 and MI6 are controlled by British government?
Why do you have to have a post-retirement, rehabilitation?
I don't think that's a major point. Post-retirement assignment given to any person. I don't think that is the main allegation or the main...
Atul Kumar Anjan, Kumar Ketkar says that is not a major point. It's no big deal if a CBI director gets some politically...
No, I'll ask, allow me to ask him one question.
I just want to say one thing.
Yes, Atul Anjan.
I just want to say to Mr. Ketkar, Mr. Ketkar, at the very first sentence, he was speaking like a Congress, spokesperson. Okay. And he's a senior journalist. He doesn't know that how many top bureaucrats today are holding the post of governors. Many IB and CBI people are having this post, enjoying the fruits. Many police commissioners have become, governor or lieutenant governor. You
and
don't know. And I in Delhi itself, a lieutenant governor. No, just a minute. You see. No. You see, in Delhi itself, a lieutenant governor is appointed, was a senior bureaucrat. He was appointed in the BJP rule also. He's appointed in the Congress rule also. You understand the technicalities of this one.
No, but why do you presume Congress will always be in power?
And then say...
No, but why do you presume Congress will always be in power? Congress was not in power for quite a few years.
That is the point I am telling.
And therefore, when the opposition is ruling,
that's the point
Arnab has raised. They have changed governors.
Arnab has raised that point.
Opposition has changed governors even in 1977.
Why the cabinet has... Arnab has raised the point why the cabinet has not accepted that one, that after the CBI director's tenure is over, he will not be opted for any post. Why government is not accepting that position?
Why is it not responding? Keshav Rao. Keshav Rao. Why is Keshav Rao? Tell me what is the problem. One second. Shazia Ilmi coming to you. Keshav Rao, we don't want intelligence bureau directors, raw directors, and CBI directors. They are politically sensitive postings. These people, if they want, can help politicians when they are in office. Now, I am sure there are a lot of CBI directors who are honest. But there may be the odd CBI director who may be, warming up to the thought that the moment I leave, I hope the government makes me a governor somewhere, lieutenant governor somewhere.
That's what I'm saying. This presumes that all bureaucrats are potentially corrupt. This presumes that all bureaucrats are potentially corrupt.
No, it does not. That's an unfair observation of yours.
But they are saying that they are waiting for some appointment as governor somewhere or some senior appointment. So they presume that all bureaucrats will be lured into some kind of post.
Keshav Rao is
and there is also presumption that Congress will always be in power. When the new party comes, new front comes, they can remove them.
Arnab, let me come in. They don't know constitution. They know.
Keshav Rao, please. Keshav Rao is responding. Congress response first.
Please, let me come into the picture. Not only as Congress, as a common sense man endowed with common sense. If somebody is made Lieutenant General, or Lieutenant is made his governor, if somebody is made something else, has he done wrong during his regime as an officer? If the DGP as the director of who was your director?
He has been subservient to the
minister here.
Keshav, the entire controversy between Sheila Dikshit and Home Minister in Delhi is because of the Lieutenant Governor of Delhi.
No, please, will you...
Under your nose, the controversy between Sheila Dikshit and Kumar Ketkar and Manmohan Singh.
I understand that. I am able to understand you. I am able to hear you. I am saying yes. Only thing is we have not made you the Governor General. Now look here.
The very big controversy
you speak or I speak.
The very big controversy on the Damini rape case, the controversy between Delhi government, Sheila Dikshit, Manmohan Singh and Sushil Kumar Sindhe because of the Lieutenant Governor of Delhi.
Over? Are you over at least? Are you able to hear me?
No, Mr. Keshav Rao, I have a fundamental issue. No, Mr. Keshav Rao, 1 minute. 1 minute, Mr. Keshav Rao, first of all, do you believe or not that the CBI has in the past become an handmaiden of political parties? The CBI did not act on 2G till it was forced by the Supreme Court. 1 minute, sir. Mayawati case, another case in point where it is constantly alleged the CBI is being misused. No, so the whole debate is about loosening the control over the CBI. Central Bureau of Investigation. Why don't you want to loosen your control? Give up control. Give up all control over the CBI.
At least should I answer you?
Yes, please do.
Mr. Arnab, whom did you leave? Right from Prime Minister down to an MP. Right from the Chief Minister down to MP. So we will not have a Chief Minister, we will not have Prime Ministers, we will not have the Parliament, we will not have legislature. Look, this kind of things do happen. We must find some mechanism where we try to put things.
My question is,
that was raised by my leftist friend.
Mr. Keshav Rao, my question is, if the transfers, if the postings, if the finances of the CBI are regulated by the government, kindly tell me, how does the CBI become independent? Maybe I'm missing something.
Yes,
Tell me, what exactly is your concept of independent? That means your finances are given by you, coming from your news times, you think he'll become independent? The question is, what kind of selection should it be? Should he be a regular recruitee, appointee, or should he go through a big process?
Sir, I'll give you one example. Sir, I'll give you one example. I'll give you one example. The select committee had the view. Now let's narrow it down to one example and debate that. The select committee, Shazia, tell me, am I right or wrong? The select committee was of the view that the power to transfer CBI officials should be with the Lokpal and not an investigating agency. And I'll give you one example to prove this. I have been investigating in the course of this channel, you may have seen the mining scam. Mining scam. When an investigating officer does something which troubles people, they are removed. In the Madhukoda case, mining scam, the officer in charge, Ujjwal Chaudhary, was transferred because the news around Madhukoda tightened. In other words, you want to make an investigation free, then don't create a situation where the officers can be shunted out if they trouble politicians. Why can't we agree on that? Why did the government oppose that? Why oppose that? Why oppose that? Tell me, Shazia, what's your view on that?
Also, Arnab, I would like to ask the two spokesperson of Congress. One, of course, is the official Mr. Keshav Rao and the unofficial Mr. Ketkar, who speaks with more authority than, in fact, the official spokesperson of Congress party. You know, I would say it categorically because I've been on several debates and I know where he stands vis-a-vis Lokpal debate and Congress and other parties. I would like to ask if the CBI is being controlled, if it's the financial administrative control of CBI and transfer, appointment and promotion of all the officers is being done and by the government, by the executive, then obviously it is used as a handmaiden of the executive time and time again to settle even political scores. That's why conviction and high-level conviction is so low. So how do we expect the CBI to be independent and take an independent call which when it's reporting to the government? And what's the point of having a Lokpal as a glorified courier service or postman to speak, who's just passing the parcel? Or this complaint, I'm going to send it to CBI. CBI will do whatever it wants. And these complaints are then C&D officials to CVC. CVC with a body of 250 members. Such a small body looking at the corruption of 60 lakh employees. I mean, this bill is a joke.
No, they are saying that there is a collegium. No, they are saying there is a collegium.
People for?
No, they are saying there is a
autonomy of CBI is not the agreed, but that is only for the CBI director. I'm talking about the entire CBI body. I'm looking at the investigation wing of CBI. So just because we make a collegium, select the CBI director, what about the rest of the investigative wing of the CBI? And how can a Lokpal function without any unit of investigation? And why have a Lokpal?
But the Lokpal will, they're playing devil's advocate with you. Let me play devil's advocate. The Lokpal will supervise the CBI. Am I correct? On the investigations referred to by it?
No.
No. 1 minute. You are arguing Lokpal has no investigation wing of its own and hence it's a toothless body.
Lokpal,
I ask you, the Lokpal will be supervised will supervise the CBI on all the cases referred to it. So where is the question of government control? Prove that to me.
Yes, but
prove that to me.
But it will supervise, but with no investigation powers. With no body of investigation. I mean, how will Lokpal even with the concurrence of Lokpal?
Do you have doubt on those who will be the Lokpal?
How will it happen? What is the means? What is the instrument? What is the
government? And the Lokpal will have an eye on that.
So here's the situation. Keshav Rao
will report back to the government.
So Keshav Rao, look at this. Lokpal will have...
They will report back to the government.
Keshav Rao, 1 minute. Keshav Rao, your government promised a independent Lokpal. Now the Lokpal has no investigation wing. A. Okay? No investigation wing and hence it's probably a toothless body. B, 1 minute. If an officer creates some trouble for a politician, irrespective of the CBI reporting to the Lokpal on investigations, the officer can be shunted out. Tell me, if honest officers are always worried of being thrown out if they offend politicians, how will investigations be independent in our country? Mr. Rao?
Okay, we must first understand the administrative setup. You were talking about the head, that is the director. Now we have a collegium to discuss. We are trying to see the best man comes in, the most honest man comes in. No. Now he has a being known as investigative.
No, why did the 1 minute? Why did the government disagree? Why did the government disagree with the views of the select committee that the power to transfer CBI officials should rest with the Lokpal and not the investigating agency? Tell me, answer me narrowly on that.
Select.
Why? Why did the government disagree with the select committee's view that the power to transfer CBI officers should rest with the Lokpal, not with the investigating agency? Why did the government not agree to stop all post-retirement allurement postings for a CBI director?
Very easy questions for Mr. Prakash.
Why? Yeah, please, I'm waiting.
Who is to answer me?
You, sir.
Mr.
The question is to you. Mr. Rao, the question is to you, sir.
Yeah, then you want to roll. No, Arnab is all right. You said it. You want to roll the three positions into one. You want the complainant, the investigator, prosecutor, and the arbitrator to one, educator to one. The Lokpal can take suo moto. He will have the investigative authority. He will have a prosecuting director. He will be the educator.
The hoodwinking of Indian public continues.
You are trying to talk to me.
Stop hoodwinking the Indian public. Nobody.
Let Lekhi talk about it.
That was being said. I'm sorry to say this is
talk about it. Does she agree?
Not true. Because the investigation would have been done by Lokpal. I'm sorry, but you're misleading the people.
Lekhi is a lawyer, and we know something law.
1 minute.
What is not true?
Can I ask
what is your challenge? 1 second. I have a few minutes left. Mr. Keshav Rao, what is your challenge?
People all the time, Mr. Keshav Rao.
What is your challenge to Meenakshi Lekhi? What are you? You mentioned her twice. What do you want her to answer?
No. Lekhi would be able to tell us that if you are trying to bring all them into one fold, if you are rolling them into one role, then what would happen is the complainant, the investigator, the prosecutor, then the educator, all become one. If Lokpal is to manage the investigation, Lokpal is to...
The question is to Meenakshi Lekhi.
Now you have become a supporter of decentralization.
Mr. Keshav Rao, I have a very simple... I mean, I don't want to complicate. Can I just ask you one question in counter to what you're saying, first explaining what you're trying to say. Now, by saying that the transfer of the CBI investigating officer should be with Lokpal, how are you saying that I want one person to be investigator, deciding the judge, and he should be the complainant? Where is it coming from? My question is very simple, twofold. One is, when a particular bill is the property of Rajya Sabha, can a cabinet change that? Answer is no, because it is the property of the parliament. Number two, by having the authority to transfer a particular officer with the permission of the Lokpal and or denial of that permission, how is it that the entire body, as you are saying, procedural to investigation to judicial, is with one person? How are the two, how are the two correlated? They are not correlated at all. On the contrary, I have a very simple question to you. Two questions. Answer me how a property of Rajya Sabha could be usurped by a cabinet, and how transferring authority is harming the authority of the government. Just answer me on these 2 points.
Lekhi, you asked 4 questions, not 2. All right. As far as Rajya Sabha is concerned, once we send it to a select committee, it goes back to the cabinet note. It is produced, tabled on the table. It is left to the Rajya Sabha whether to reject it or take it. And it might come as amendment from the government if they are taking the bill as such.
Meenakshi Lekhi is partially correct. What's the technical point? Once the select committee hands over the report, your argument is, what Ravi Shankar Prasad is saying, the government cannot make any amendment on the Lokpal bill, only the Rajya Sabha can make the changes. Now, my point to you is this: once the select... 1 minute, let's be accurate. Once the select committee hands over the report to the Rajya Sabha, the report goes to the respective ministry through the Department of Personnel and Training, so that the ministry can review the same before placing it in the next session of Parliament. So you are factually incorrect. On that. Please proceed.
No, I'm not factually incorrect.
Yes, you are.
I'm not factually incorrect. All I'm saying is, if there is a bill which is the property of Rajya Sabha, if there is a bill which is the property of Rajya Sabha, whatever cabinet or the ministry wants to do, it can cause amendment only in Rajya Sabha at that point in time.
Be clear.
Not before that. They can bring a new bill. This is exactly what I said.
Tell me.
And second point, again I go back.
Let us not go into the
I come back to the same.
Angle.
How is the power of transfer?
Once again, you see, going into all that procedure, okay, it means the government is not ready to bring a Lokpal, and much desired people's, you see, concerned that they want a Lokpal, that will not come. And this Lokpal bill, which is being proposed by the government, it's a teethless bill. And nothing. And I think by this way, they are trying to once again befool the people. And I think that will be the last chance of this government. They are not interested. They are not interested to check the corruption. They are using decentralization of power, one-man power. Arey Baba, we want to see that whether the famous saying of Tenzi Hopping, whether cat is black or white, it doesn't matter. Whether it catches mouse or not, it is the main question.
Interesting.
Yeah, you know something I want to say.
Interesting. I have a question. I have a question. T.N. Chaturvedi was Comptroller and Auditor General. Meenakshi Lekhi. Did he have an association with the BJP after that and get any role politically?
I don't recall. And in any case, I'm not on the past, I'm on the future.
He became a member of the Rajya Sabha.
I am on the future course.
No. I am talking about the past and the precedent, and I'm testing the moral authority of the BJP to say this.
No, I'm sorry. Moral authority of the BJP is moral authority of the BJP is we are wanting to change the government. We are wanting to change the system we have been operating till now. That is the moral authority.
But you've also been part of that. You know what I've only proven. If a person becomes CAG, member of parliament of a political party and a governor.
Certain procedures.
Today I accept.
Certain procedures are already in practice.
Meenakshi Lekhi.
Arnab, allow me to complete what I'm saying. If judges are being appointed in a certain way till now, when BJP comes into power, it will adopt the same method. If MPs are
so you're opposing the bill. 1 minute. So you're opposing the bill. So you're opposing the bill. So you're opposing the bill.
I'm not.
So the BJP is opposing the bill.
I am saying the changes.
Is the BJP opposing the bill? Are you willing to take this beyond the ambit of the news hour? And my direct question to you is, if you can answer that.
Absolutely.
Are you willing to oppose the bill in Parliament on these grounds? Will you withdraw support to the bill because this suggestion has not been accepted by the government?
When deputy leader of opposition makes a statement in the capacity of an official spokesperson of the party, one is very clear
2 minutes left.
That this is the
2 minutes left. Keshav Rao, 1 minute. Don't go. Don't take the mic away, Keshav Rao. Put the mic back. Last question to you. The BJP is saying on News Hour tonight, we'll oppose the bill if you bring it that way. Don't go away. I want a response to you on that. If you're politically cornered on that, what will you do? If BJP is saying we'll oppose the bill in this form.
Well, when did they support anything which was justified? It's all right. It's a political stand that they would take. I'm not saying. But today there are 3 questions he asked.
First, you try to justify, Mr. Keshav Rao.
I am justifying this. No, please. The first question is, you mistook me when the question was asked, should the investigation department be handed over to the Lokpal? I said no. But when you said the transfers issue, transfer is an administrative setup. You can't give any transfers and regular administrative jobs to a particular Lokpal which is higher agency. Third, now you are saying it has no teeth. You see, we are not looking to it is not a silver bullet. Lekhi, you must understand, Lokpal is not a silver bullet which will chase the people and come. We need more teeth. What exactly is Lokpal looking to?
Shazia has a last word in. Shazia is saying something to you. Yes, Shazia.
I'll tell you.
Shazia is responding. 1 second, Meenakshi.
Lokpal, I want to say is
looking.
Shazia, please. Shazia to Keshav Rao before I wrap up.
Converted into Lokpal.
We have a where anti-corruption system is concerned, we have an extremely confused system with CBI, CVC, vigilance departments and anti-corruption bureaus all over states. Please don't convolute it further. We are smart enough to figure out what's happening. So please don't hoodwink us, because we know what we are asking for, and we can see through this game. This entire business of CVC, CBI still being under government control, and now putting a Lokpal there, passing the parcel. Please don't do it. We want a bill that addresses the need, which is to combat corruption.
I think the question, the ball is in the government's court.
Independence of the investigation.
So they have to address it, and they must
the ball is in the government's court. The ball is in the government's court, and wrapping up by saying this.
That's right. The ball is in the government's court.
The ball is in the government's court, and the BJP has got to decide what position to take. The government can make changes even now, but will it want to, or will it take this to the brink? That's the debate. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for joining me on that debate.